Hello and welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host Aurora and I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Today's episode is about relationships and how different we all are, and how being with a person is so different when you are in your 30s, maybe 40s, compared to when you are in your teens or in your 20s. At least that's how it was for me. Back then, as a teenager, you might be insecure about your hobbies or about your physical appearance. You want to impress the other person. You want to be liked. You want to maybe share your hobby with them. And then in your 20s, you want to be seen as a full-grown adult with a job, with a purpose, and impress even more, not only on a physical level, but maybe even intellectually. And in your 30s, 40s, in the 40s it might be very different. I haven't experienced the 40s yet. But in the 30s you realize, holy, I need to know who that other person is. Yeah, impression is for the moment, but trust is forever. So how do you build trust with a person? You have to listen and you have to be fully present. It is not enough to wanting to impress them anymore, be it on a physical level or intellectually. It goes more into depth now. And if you're single at the moment, I really, really want you to listen to that episode, because I've learned that not too long ago, what I'm about to share with you. And I felt it changed my life. It changed the way I looked at dating and I looked at life in general. So, here we are, listening and producing this podcast. And I've talked about it before. It is most important that you know who you are. You have to know what you're drawn to and why. So many people out there see a person and think, oh, that person is out of my league, and don't even try to connect because they just judge by the physical. But they don't know that maybe deep down that person is longing for you and needs you and would feel strongly connected to you and would be able to relate to you. But you judge them by their physical and think, out of my league, not worth it, I'm not going to waste my time. And then when you start a conversation with somebody, so additionally to knowing yourself, you need to listen and really find out, can I connect with that person? Or is it just on a physical level? Would they be would they be able to understand me? Or is it a waste of time and we're just attracted to each other because we're both very beautiful people and ambitious and interesting to be around? Can that person handle your weak spots, your soft spots? And can you handle their weak spots, their soft spots? So you see, dating goes way deeper than just the attractiveness, just the maybe horniness and just the, how do we call it, social status. If you are looking for a long-term relationship, you have to make sure that you can relate with that person on many, many levels. So we have family. How is that person relating to his or her family? Are they very close? Do they need the contact? Or are they totally independent? What are your views on that, and how do you relate to your family? When it comes to health and fitness, how do you keep yourself healthy and fit? Most importantly, healthy. And how do they keep themselves healthy and fit? You see, a lot of times we enter relationships because of wrong decision making. We feel lonely, or we connect on a couple levels, and that's just good enough for now. But if you're looking for the long-term thing, then you have to go a little bit deeper. So we had health, we had family, financially. If you are in your 30s, you have to be sure to be financially stable. You cannot rely on your partner, and your partner cannot rely on you, unless you are heading for the classic provider and receiver role, and you would enjoy that role. You have to make sure that both people can be brutally honest when it comes to their financial status. And then we have the lovemaking, the physical touch. Can you connect on that level? Do you both want the same, or is one person more in need of physical touch and sex than the other? There has to be a balance. And again, it's not only the chemistry in the first couple weeks that will define your future. And then when it comes to the future, do you have similar views? Is maybe one part into having kids and settling down, and the other is into traveling and feeling independent? You have to figure out these things very carefully, not too aggressively. Be open for suggestions, but you gotta know what you need and want, and your counterpart, so to say, has to be very clear about what they want. Because if they don't know it, chances are they will wake up one day and want something else than you have right now. And is that the end of the relationship then? Yes, maybe. Maybe you guys can figure things out afterwards. But it's very tough at times when one person wakes up and realizes, oh shit, like, I actually don't want to have kids. I want to be independent. And now you invested all your time in that person wanting to build something and create something, and it's being destroyed with just one discussion. So when it comes to boundaries, are you very clear with your boundaries? Are you clear with how much time you want to spend with that person and how you want to live your life? Or are you more of a people pleaser and you just go with the flow, and when stuff comes up, you just voice it and say that you don't like it or you like it a lot? So setting boundaries is a very, very important thing to learn about another person, because it shows character, it shows what they're made of, and it will show you very quickly if you want to connect with that person on a deeper level. I was walking in the forest today. It's a very rainy Sunday afternoon, and I just looked at the trees, and again I realized, wow, look at all those trees. Not one tree looks like the other, yet they're all so beautiful and unique. And I feel we can apply that on to people. People are so beautiful and so unique, and we really have to be interested and curious to find out who that person is, in order to connect deeply, in order to have that magical connection that can lift you up to higher levels and make you feel stronger than you were before. You don't meet and feel the need to fix the other person or rescue. You meet the other person because you have admiration and utter respect for them. And there's a little bit of mystery, and there's a little bit of playfulness and trust. When you get to know a person, when you know how their mind functions, you build trust, and trust can be forever. You can be open and transparent about your likes and dislikes. You can share sensitive information with that person. And when they feel they can trust you, then they will not do stuff behind your back. Then the likelihood of being disappointed is very, very small. So, I'm reaching the end of the episode here. I hope I can, give you a little bit of content to reflect on and to elaborate on and think about and feel about, for if you are out there and dating people. It's not about impressing the other anymore. It's about how that other person makes you feel and how you make that other person feel. I'm sending my love out to you. I have deep respect for you and so much gratitude that you listen to my podcast here and that you choose me and that you help me to spread and share that podcast. I feel deeply honored to serve you. Thank you so much. Until next time, bye-bye.